Hi, this is Erin from BlossyB. Welcome to my channel. The plan for this video is to unpack several large orders from TEMU which arrived earlier this year. I was unable to open them for a while, but it was a great surprise to see everything when I did. I'm no longer going to provide links to each item I buy from TEMU as the listings invariably change. I will, however, continue to show a screenshot of each listing so you can search for them yourself. I hope you enjoy the unpacking and the makes at the end. A few parcels have built up, and so I'm going to open a few with you today and see what we've got. Okay, there's quite a few moulds in here that I thought could be interesting. So mould number one is, oh, that's right. So a couple of months ago, maybe in the December box from Resin Moulds box, they had a cute little bowl with a wavy lid, and I saw this as like a small version of it, so I thought that could be cute. Now, this is a friend of mine, very lovely lady, has got a daughter who adores giraffes, so I was going to give that one a go. I think it's one you could either fill all the way and have it standing up, or you could fill it just part the way and have it as a sort of a large fridge magnet. So lovely. Oh, yes. Now, I have been looking at this probably for 2 or 3 years. This is a wind chime kit. So it comes with the thread or cord, strong and stretchy, and it comes with the little beaded pieces to tie off, and this is the mould. So it's got all these different sizes and then the middle piece. So that is going to be a lot of fun to make. Alright, next I've got a 2-part mould. So this is meant to be a little planter, and it's also got a little saucer. I have a lot of people say, I love that you could put a little cactus in it and things like that, but if they don't have a base to it, it sort of makes it a little bit tricky. So that is super cute, and I love the sort of geometric pattern. This is a snippy snip one. Okay, this one is, it just looks like a little trinket dish, but it's got lots of embossed detail all around it, so that could be very sweet as well. Now that's interesting, this was meant to be another one of the little pots that I've been calling waffle pots that I've loved making, but it feels quite different, so I'll try and make that one up as soon as possible because I'm intrigued. It's same but different. Next we have, oh, what do we have? We have a little axolotl planter. I don't know if you're going to be able to see his little face there, and that's very cute. Axolotls seem to be really popular at the moment, so that'll be fun. This one's, did I just order 2? Oh dear, I do this a lot. I've ordered 2 of the same of those, but I love them, so that's all right. Okay, a mysterious box that weighs virtually nothing. My hand where I had surgery is so much better, but it's still like, that is really painful to do, and probably I should not. Okay. Oh no. What? I obviously thought I was buying a mould, and instead I've got a 3D printed piece. But if I try and tidy all that up, I might be able to make a mould out of it because it's so cute. That's the first time that's happened, which is kind of surprising because, yeah, I can see how it would be very easy to do. Alright, next we've got possibly just a couple of teeny little temporary tattoos, some dandelions and dragonflies, so they're very pretty. Okay, now I've got quite a lot of these molds, but I got this little cloud shaped one, and I'm pretty sure they're for when you make like a fridge magnet that snaps. It has a front and a back, but I like them because they are cute for fridge magnets, and I can either use the side with holes as a key tag or something similar, or I can cut off the posts and use them like that. Okay, this one was a mould that was advertised as a key, no, not a key, a mobile phone grip. But I thought they could be cute as fridge magnet moulds, so I'm very happy to try those. So that's bag number 1 done and dusted. And that one. Alright, next. Cute. So I've got a really lovely little mould which is houses, and then I saw this one, and this is like Monopoly when you have a little house and then you upscale. So this one's lovely. It's some bigger houses, taller houses, maybe a church or a school, and I think they look really lovely. I really do like making those. Okay. We've got, oh, of course, why buy one when you can buy two? I think, yes, they're identical. So if they are the same as the Resin Moulds Box Waffle Pot, as I've called it, I can make 3 at once. I can just have all of them. Okay, next are some little black and white, I think these are stickers. Let's have a little look. Well, not black and white, they're black. And I thought they looked really pretty. Yeah, they're lovely. All different floral ones. So very happy with those. I might put them back in there because I'm a little bit notorious for opening everything and then not putting them back. And then all of a sudden I wonder why I have 100 things all over the place. A packet within a packet. Oh, these, they say chrome paint markers, but they were advertised as a mirror finish. So I'll have to test them out shortly and see. That's exciting. And then, oh, that's nice packaging. And then this, which is just a 6, not sure what that was, I'm making it worse, like a magnet mould. And I love these because they don't have the posts in them, so super useful. Love it. Okay, next, I have not seen packaging like this before. The mustardy colour. This is lovely. This is a little beehive mould, and I've already got one, but I wanted another one because I want to make quite a few, and hopefully the other pieces that I need will be in here as well. Another mustard. Is it mustard? What would you call that colour? I know what some people would call it. Oh, wow, aren't they gorgeous? These are fireworks decals. They're very similar to the beautiful dragonfly ones I've got. Just show you. Aren't they lovely? I really love them. I'm probably going to wish I bought more of those. Super pretty. And just some more cute little charms. I love these ones. They look so pretty on earrings and keychains. And I've got some floral stickers. Let's have a look. I'll only get a couple out. They almost look like dried flowers. I think they look pretty wonderful. Pop those back in there so I don't lose them. Just another bag within a bag. My goodness. These were ordered over a couple of months and there were quite a few things in here that were free. You know, they were part of one of those offers. You had to come back every day for so many days. And hey, so more charms, little gold hearts. Very nice. And dear, more bags within bags. So this one was way back in January. Oh, that's cute. Now, I really would love the set of these. There's 8 moulds in a set, but they're so ridiculously expensive. On Amazon, I think they're $40 for the set, and then there's a list on TEMU for over $100. In Australia, we have a saying, "Tell him he's dreaming," from the movie The Castle. These are a butterfly-shaped mould with no posts, so perfect for fridge magnets. And then I'm really loving making fridge magnets at the moment. I just think they're like little mini artworks. Okay, and they're cute. Look at these little starfish charms. Like to keep my charms topped up. Okay, now this is a cute mould. I hope it's glossy. These are little takeaway coffee cup keychain holders, or I guess I could snip those off and turn them into fridge magnets. So love them, very cute. This one looks like, look, this is another mould. I've had my eye on this for a couple of years. It is a honeybee or a bumblebee jar with the honeycomb and an embossed lid. So look at all the detail in that. That is so pretty. Now that's interesting. I can see patterns around that, which I'm not sure are meant to be there or not. So I'll pay careful attention to when I first pour that and check. Some more stickers, and these definitely look just like really pretty dried flowers. Okay, next we've got a set of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hang on, get them out of their little box. 5 U-shaped acrylic stands. So you might remember that my very dear friends have got a few of my items for sale in their beautiful cafe, and I thought that could be a nice way of adding items, giving a bit of height and everything. I'm not good at that side of things, but my friend is. Just another little pack of timber for the laser engraver cutter. This is cute. I always, like all of us, I'm sure, like to have little moulds next to me where I can pop in extras. Doesn't matter if I'm using epoxy resin or polyurethane resin or even eco casting powder, because you can either put these in your like recycling tub so that you can put them into other projects in the future, or you can keep them on their own. So that's really lovely. Lots and lots of little hearts. Okay, I'm thinking these could be batteries because they are very tightly wrapped. And yes, I was correct. So it's always such a shock when you buy batteries like this at how tiny they actually are. But I have found that they are actually very strong, more than strong enough to use for, say for example, if you were going to make teeny little fridge magnets or something like that. So I'm very happy with those. Right. Goodness me. Okay, this looks like a fridge magnet kit. So in that packet, you get a little edge maker, and I presume they're the magnet backs and they're the magnet covers. So that will be good. Then got this absolutely gross feeling cloth, which I don't even know if I'm going to be able to bear the feel of it, but it's meant to go similar to the one that I'm filming this on, a mat that you put down so that you can, you know, sit things to dry on it, but ugh, don't like that. Okay, these, this was an idea that I had for the cafe that my friend has. So to make little table number holders, so I'd make these, drill a hole in the top, pop that in and glue it, and then put a table number on it. But these are nowhere near as long as I thought they were. But I'll still have a go. I think these are called an alligator or a crocodile clip. And then lastly, I've got two little, oh, someone's had a chomp out of that one. These are very thin, but again, good for fridge magnets, and a set of Hello Kitty. So, goodness me, I've got a lot to get started on, and I'm looking forward to working out what to make first. Well, not long after I'd finished filming, still got everything here, the last package arrived. So I'm going to just move these up a little bit like that and see what we've got. Okay, this is cute. This was a set of 2 moulds, and it's a pair of nail tails, like a 2-dimensional. So lovely. This is a duplicate of a mould I've currently got and have been loving. I just really like the oval shape of these, so that's great. Okay, next I've got, oh, that's right, coloured UV resin diamond glitter 8 colour set, and it is open, but it doesn't look damaged. Don't know if this is going to be of any use much, but okay. So white, golden, light green, pink, dark green, dark blue. That means we're going to get a light blue, aqua blue, and purple brown. Okay, so no black, but that will be fun to try. This is a 3D effects liner. So I'm thinking you can make like a stained glass finish with this. So I'll be very interested to try that. Goodness, what have I done? What are these? They are tiny. Did I know they were going to be this tiny? I can't even open them. Look, up on the screen, I will have what they are, and I'll have to come back to you because I haven't really got a clue. This is another option that I bought to have a look at for cafe numbers, but they're just tiny. I think that people use these for wedding place cards and things like that, so I will definitely come up with a use for them. I quite think they're pretty. Okay, next, that looks like a mushroom. So where did I put that there? So this is going to be a little mushroom pot with a mushroom lid like it. And lucky last, another little jar with a lid, and this is one with a paw print. And I was thinking this could be nice as a memorial jar, or you know, for ashes of a pet or something like that. So that's really pretty. Okay, I think that's it. First moulds I'm going to work with are these absolutely gorgeous mermaid tails. So I'm thinking I'd like them to look really sort of almost a holographic effect on the scales, and then the tail, well, similar, I guess. So I'm going to use a combination of darker and lighter colours, and I don't really have a plan. I'm just going to go with the flow and do whatever looks and feels good. They are looking so pretty. I'm looking forward to seeing how they go when I've poured resin into them. All right, I'll clean all of this up. Now, I'm also going to be doing the giraffe mould, the paw print mould, and the axolotl mould. So I'm going to get some resin out and start mixing that, and then I'll start thinking about the colourings. I'm going to be using this River Art resin. It's a 2:1 ratio, and I'm going to mix that up and then I'll pop it through the stereo. Pop it through. I'll let that do the work for me. The mixing. These large mixing cups from Solid Solutions are super handy, especially if you get stuck working with a resin that's a volume rather than weight. Has all of the measurements on the inside there. All right, I'll start working out some colours. I think I want my axolotl to be pink. I know that's a bit of an overdone colour for axolotls, but I just think it's super cute and needs that. The giraffe is an interesting one because I'm wondering, should I pour a very small layer in like a yellowy orange and then top it up with black? I don't know. Or the other way around. This one, I don't really have any. I'll go and pull out all my pigments and have a look, and I'll be back. Resin's mixed up. Now this batch is a slightly honey colour. It will not affect the outcome at all because I'm colouring everything. So I'm thinking for the giraffe, I've picked out two colours. I've got tangerine and papaya. So I'm going to mix some tangerine. Now I need to practice what I preach. I always encourage you to measure your moulds when you get them. Did I? No, I was just way too excited to get into these. Okay, that's a gorgeous colour, isn't it? But now I've seen that, I think I need to swap the papaya for a yellow. So I've got out daffodil yellow. This could possibly end up being the strangest looking giraffe that's ever giraffed on the planet. But I'm assuming I can paint in details afterwards, so it's just all practice. Now that looks yellowy green to me, but well, hey. Okay, so giraffe sorted. Pop that there. Now, mermaid tails. I've pulled out this gorgeous Harry and Wilma Extreme Super Chameleon Glitter, pink, gold and green. I don't know whether you'll see any of it through there, but the back will be stunning. Okay. Oops. We'll go the chunky side. That is gorgeous, very luscious. Okay, so that is the mermaid tail. Pop that away. Now, the puppy dog, or the could be a cat, couldn't it? The paw print. I've decided I'm going to go for this green gold, and I'm going to add in some of this flash gold, and also I'm going to make up the teeniest tiny little bit of raven black. So I'll pop some alcohol in these. Right, take a little bit of this. Oh, I knew that would happen. Should use this one last. I don't know why. Okay, that's all dissolved. Pop a little bit in. Perfect. Okay, I am such a grot. Put it to the side. Now I'm going to do exactly the same with the flash gold. That is just such a beautiful gold. Put the lid on those two. Oh, I don't need that one yet. Okay, a little bit of resin in here. Wow, that's gorgeous. I'm loving that. All right, and then lastly, we'll do the green gold. I just love it. I don't know what, just sort of looks really interesting to me, almost like a metal colour. All right. Okay, beautiful. That one's done. And then last but not least, we've got our axolotl. Now, this was interesting, picking some colours for this one. So I've decided to do Sweet Pea Pink and Interference Ghost White for the main colours. But then I was also thinking about Dusty Rose or Cherry Blossom Pink. But I thought I'd also mix up a little bit of iridescent berry and put that into the mix as a little, you know, few little bright pieces showing up. Okay, let's get this on there. Okay, so do a little bit of alcohol in each of those, and Sweet Pea will be our main pink colour. I'll just move the mould back there. I am just itching to clean all of this up. It's really starting to get to me. Pop that in. Okay, that was a deadly mistake. What I'm going to do, because I don't want to waste that pigment, I'll mix that all in, and I'll just have to make more than I was planning and use it for something else. There you go. I should not have done that. Now I'm going to add a little bit of the white, well, it's the Interference Ghost White into this. Okay. Have to be flexible when you're working with resin. Plans change. Okay. Now that's really pretty, but it's just probably darker than I wanted. Yeah, it's a lot darker than I wanted. It'll be fine. Okay, so this one is going to be the Interference White, and I just remembered I was going to add in a couple of little things. So this one is Midas Touch Gold, and it's from Just Resin, and I was going to put a teeny little bit of this into this mixture here. It's an extremely fine glitter, and it just sort of adds a little extra sparkle. Perfect. Put that up, and then I didn't need that one because I'll use the other end. This one is Snow White, again by Just Resin, and I'm going to mix some of this into here and put a little bit in there. And see how fine it is by how it just sort of comes up on my hand there. Let's see how this is looking. Okay, that is really pretty. I'm loving that. Okay, so I can put this one away. Lastly, I just wanted to make up that really hot pink. A little hot. And we've got the iridescent berry. Okay, don't need much of that. Okay, I think this will be a nice contrast. Now, I'm still not happy about this one, so I'm going to get another cup. I'm actually just going to use the one that my resin, the mixer, was going into. And I'm going to put some resin in and just think, what do I want to do? I want to try and make a fresh batch, or just dilute this. Try and just dilute this a little bit. Okay, let's see. I think I'm making it worse, not better. And I really don't want to use the last little bit of resin, just in case I need it. I'll put a little bit of Snow White in here. Need to order some more. I've had this for quite a long time, definitely a couple of years, but I love it. All right. Okay, happy with that. All right, I'm going to just clean all of this up and get my leveling tray out, and we can start pouring and see how it all goes. Okay, I'm excited. So I'm going to do the two mermaid tails first. So for these, I'll just pull this down a little bit. Perfect. So for these, we've got the gorgeous chameleon flakes. Now, I'm not worried if these drop. I'm not going to use any glue today to thicken any of my mixtures, and I'll just get a spray. That is so pretty. So just while I'm cleaning this up, that'll give those a chance. I hate when I get glitter on my silicone. I'm going to leave it because what I find is better is using tape afterwards. Otherwise, I'm just going to stress about it. I don't need that. All right, a little bit in these to top them up. I'm just getting worse by the minute, I think. Okay, all right. Next, we'll go our little giraffe, and we've got our yellow and our orange. So I'm literally just going to drip in or drizzle in or whatever a little bit of the yellow and some orange, a bit more yellow, and I think that will be just about perfect. Okay. All right, next we'll go our axolotl. I'll give this one a good spray because of course it does have the little fan earpieces here. So start off with just a little drizzle of white, and then we'll go little drizzle of that one, little bit of the darker, a little bit more white, and I might as well put this colour in as well. Look how gorgeous that is. Okay, a little bit more of the darker. Just basically, layering it in. It won't stay where I put it. It never does. And that's okay. Nearly the end of, the white. Now, before I completely fill it, I'm just going to go and give these little highly detailed areas a little squeeze and hope that I don't have any trapped air bubbles in there. The ears are actually really solid. I can barely do that. All right, I'll pop him back in the position he's going to cure in. And what was I up to? Maybe this one. This resin is very thick now. It's starting to warm up, but it's definitely thickened. Okay, and I'm try and get the last of this darker colour in here, and then the last of the white. Okay, don't want to overflow it, and I feel like it might be about to do that. Actually, that looks lower, but look, I'll just leave it. These ones are looking good. Okay, this is making me very sad. And again, the glitter. Alright, let's give this one a good spray because we've got a couple of areas that could attract bubbles. Alright, I'm going to do a little drizzle like that. Whatever I do in the jar, I'm going to try and duplicate in the lid. Then we'll put some of our gold. Okay, then we've got a little bit of our black. Not much, really just to provide a little bit of contrast. I might just puddle pour now I've done the start of it. Okay, I can see the sides are filling up nicely. So this is going to be the last of the gold. Okay, it's finished. Keep an eye on that one there. A little bit of black. Okay, and sit that down. Now I can already see air bubbles in there, which is a pain. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to grab that last little bit of clear I had, pop that in here. Yeah, that is starting to gel up. Wow. think I'm going to need all of that, which is not a problem. And I think I've just got to the point where I need to put the clear in. Hopefully you can see how that's become like a thick honey, a crazy thick. Okay, I'm not going to try and push that any further. I think I should just be extremely grateful for what I've got. Now I want to get a little tool and run around these edges as I can see some air bubbles. I think this is going to be one of those jars that I just don't love because they are so difficult to get a nice edge to. Look, I can't see any bubbles in there, but that doesn't mean there aren't any. And we'll do the same here. And then we'll get this last little bit in there. Definitely don't want to overfill the lid because that will then make it very difficult to fit. Let me have a look at this one. Okay. If I had time, I would probably get my hairdryer out and give that a little burst, but I think, let's see, I just can't quite see that clear on the top. Okay, that will be fine. Now, are any of these redeemable? Yes, they are. Great. Okay, I'm thinking mushroom mould, even if I can't fill it. Is it? I might have the wrong bottom, I don't know. It's going to be the world's most psychedelic mushroom. Alright, what colour am I best using for the top? Probably a little bit of pink, and I'll let that settle a little bit. Okay, what did we have left? We had a teeny little bit of white. Okay, then we will go I'm really pushing this resin to the limits. If this doesn't turn out, it's totally user error. It's nothing to do with the resin. Okay, got a bit of sparkle, and then we'll go. The sparkle is not going anywhere. That could be a problem. Come on, you can do it. Maybe I need to pour. That looks so pretty, that colour. Alright, you need to move, whether you like it or not. Things are moving here, and we'll do another little bit of. And what have we got left? Got pink, got this colour. I know this is just looking crazy now. I'm just hoping that I'm going to have enough to fill them. I don't think I am, but I can come back in with some clear. I mean, what would clear matter after all this crazy? Okay, was there any white? Yes. I haven't got time for you to drip. Not that you are dripping. Okay, did we finish the yellow? Practically. Every little drip counts at this point, doesn't it? Promise that's the paper cup. This just looks like a resin massacre. If you're at home screaming at me, I totally get it. I would be too. Now, did I get everything out of white? Yes, everything out of the green, nearly. Those are done. That one is done. Oh. And what have I got? I think I'd already declared this one done, but we'll see. Okay, that one's done, and then this one. So I will, off camera, mix up a teeny little batch to finish this off, and we can just see what sort of a monstrosity we've given birth to at demolding. Alright, these need to come off, they are so sticky. Okay, I'll swap gloves and pour some more resin. Demolding time. I'm just wearing gloves because I had a couple of little cuts on my hand, and I can't wait to see what everything looks like. It's hard to know where to start. The giraffe is sitting front and centre, so let's see how we went with this. So remember we did the yellow sort of combination. Heavens, it's stuck in. Get these little bits out from between his legs, and goodness. Okay, well, that is a disaster. Why is it a disaster? I just think, is that okay? So I think there should have been resin there, and I'm not sure about this layer. I think I'm going to re-pour that and just see how I go. I think it's cute, but not quite sure what's going on with that gap there. It sort of looks like that should be closed in, but it's not on the mould, which is a bit unfortunate. Never mind. Goodness, not a great start, but hopefully things will improve. That's so pretty. I love that. Now, I did not think that this was going to be a matte mould, and it is. So I'm probably going to need... I'll have a look at the other one first and then decide. Wow, I love how all of those Aurora and Chrome powders, or chameleon powders, sorry. Wow. Now, isn't that interesting? This one has come out shiny and this one hasn't. I think that is incredibly odd, given that they came as a set. Let's have a look. Yes, that definitely looks shiny and that doesn't. Well, love the backs, of course. All right, very interesting. Okay, I'll do the mushroom. This was really just a spur of the moment extras because I'd made so much and every colour under the sun ended up in here. Now, after pouring this on camera, I did have to mix up a little bit more, and even then I didn't mix up quite enough, so I did put a couple of little resin scraps in there and they've bubbled to the surface just a little bit, but wow, that is so gorgeous. Those colours are amazing. That's our lid. Let's see. Now, the pot was very problematic because the resin had heated up to the point it was very thick and it was not flowing down the side, particularly that one with this mixture. That was just sitting there, going nowhere. Okay. Goodness. Oh, okay. I'm a bit in love with that. Fancy all those strange colours coming together and making that is beautiful. I can't believe how beautiful that is. So on its own, that would be gorgeous, just a little pot, but that lid turns it into something special. Loving it. Wow, that's a real bonus. Okay, we'll have a look at this one. This is the one that I'm just not sure I could get all the bubbles out. Let's see. Okay. Going okay so far. My goodness. Wow. Now that is still a little bit bendy. Maybe. Yes. Okay, that's a very gold. Much more gold than I was aiming for. But that's what happens when you use gold and green gold. But I can't really see much of the black, which is interesting. Yeah, so it's given us these little black sort of swirls. So that's nice. I like that a lot. Okay, and here is our base and it is perfect and beautiful. Now that's interesting. That's got a little raised base to it. I quite like that. And let's see. Perfect. Look at that. I love that. Brilliant. And last but not least, it's demolding itself. Our little axolotl. Got a little bit of overpour there. Oh, it was demolding itself. Now it's stopped. Okay. Well, we've got a bottom that looks cute. And let's see. That's adorable. Now that is also a matte mould, but that is so pretty. His little ears came out perfectly. I'll just have to pull that little one off, and it's a little pot holder, you could put a little plant in there. I love it. All right, so I just have one re-pour and I need to work out what to do with these to get them both looking similar with their shine. I've never ever had that issue with a set of moulds before. Quite fascinating. Okay, I'll get that all ready and be back. Okay, I've made a decision about the giraffe. After looking at this mould, it is never ever going to turn out properly because of the way it's been designed. So here goes into scrappies. That's okay. Not everything has to work out all the time. This one, or these two, I'm going to use this Dragonfly glaze. Now, this is a colour changing top coat acrylic gloss finish. And I'm just going to pour a little bit into the top of this, or the bottom really, of this paper cup. And then I'll just brush it over. I think to get the best finish, I would probably need to use UV resin, but I'd like to avoid that if I can. And this is a very easy to use product. It's quite forgiving as well, whereas UV resin, I'd have to make sure I got it in every single little scale. Oops. And yeah, so I'll just go ahead and do both of these, and I think they will look super pretty. So this is going on really well, by the way. So if you wonder if you can use this glaze on resin, the answer is most definitely yes. And whoops, and done. So we've got both of them now having that lovely shine. Okay, it's time to get some photographs for you, and I really enjoyed making these. I'm so happy with them. Oh, I need to think about whether I'm going to give my axolotl a face. We'll see in the photographs. And I did. I used oil markers and I went over the little ridges in the gills, the eyes, the mouth, and then it had two little like cheek smiley spots. And then after I'd done that, I went over the eyes with a little bit of clear UV resin and cured just to make them stand out a little bit more. And I'm super happy with how this turned out. It is so cute. Perfect for putting a little succulent plant in. And of course, as previously, these are my photos of the items I made, but I have asked ChatGPT to come up with a background for me. Next is the little paw print trinket dish, and just perfect for keeping little treasures in or mementos. And then these are the two mermaid tails, and they turned out beautifully. Really happy with them. And lastly, the most darling little mushroom pot with lid. I didn't even know I was going to be making this, and I can't believe how beautifully it turned out. So I'm really happy with all of these creations. Thank you so much for watching, and I really appreciate being able to share this with you. Please let me know in the comments what you would like to see me make next out of this big unboxing, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye for now.